I'm kicking you and your miracle baby to the streets. The baby is loud, and it's your fault. Am I the a-hole?
You know, why do people be making loud ass babies?
Yeah, why can't you just rip their vocal cords out and have a little mute baby?
Wow.
I, 34 female, live upstairs in a duplex with my 2 boxer pity mixes. I lived here for 5 years with my ex who recently moved out. Last year, my neighbors, 31 female and 30s male, moved in downstairs after the unit had been empty for a while. They were good neighbors until this year when they had a baby.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, they had to go through IVF and had a bunch of miscarriages, and she posted all about it on Facebook. I thought that was TMI, but whatever. I'm only her Facebook friend because she added me. She's made a big deal about being pregnant, and it's been annoying to see, but I just ignored her. Anyway, since she's had the baby, I've had to deal with crying from downstairs. It's not as bad as I expected, but it's pretty damn annoying. I've gone down and knocked on their door multiple times to say, keep that freaking noise down.
Make that baby shut the hell up.
I saw this product where it was like a baby silencer, and it was like a little mask that you put over the baby to make it stop. Every time they apologize and blame their baby, but nothing has changed. I got fed up and reported them to our landlord for making too much noise. Bro, come on. The landlord talked to my neighbors who are now turning it around on me, saying my dogs are too loud and I play music at night that wakes their baby up. A little reverse Uno. My dogs aren't loud and hardly ever bark when I'm home. I got annoyed and went down to talk to my neighbor about it, and she got really nasty with me and blamed me and my dogs for always waking up her baby. She said she can hear every one of mine and my dog's footsteps and the dog's nails on the floor specifically, that my dog bark the whole time I'm not home during the day, and that I put my music way too loud at night. I told her I can't make my dogs not bark when I'm out.
You can't control another being that doesn't understand.
Interesting. And that their dogs on hardwood, and that I didn't know what she was expecting living in a downstairs unit. Maybe you should be on the penthouse like me.
Yeah.
I also told her I'm allowed to have people over and my music on whenever I want in my home. I don't think it's fair to ask me to change my life when I'm not the one who had a baby. I don't give a shit if I make your baby cry. Just make it stop.
I can't change my life, of course. All you have to do is abandon your child. Like, it's so simple.
Put it in the dumpster.
Oh my God.
My neighbor got an attitude and told me she was only asking for me to be respectful of our shared space, and brought up hearing an argument I had with my ex a few weeks ago. I love how the walls are so thin that she could like detail the argument that he had with his ex.
She's been waiting
Yeah,
for that
she's like, hey, I really think you should go to couples counseling. And like, she might be right. And I think she also might be cheating on you. I admit it was a little loud, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I laughed and told her that pretty much went out the window when she had a baby, but then she shut the door in my face. I reported the whole conversation to my landlord, so there's a record of my complaint because I want them and that baby out of here. When I was telling a friend about what was happening, she told me I was being a major to struggling new parents, but I think that's their problem and not mine. But I wanted to get some unbiased feedback from that friend because that friend is usually a little emotional for my taste. Oh my God.
Wow.
I want to know what everyone thinks. Please put in the comments below. Have you ever had a screaming baby next to you in an apartment or on a plane or otherwise? What would you do in this situation? Type it down really quickly. But John, let me know, what's the verdict?
Okay, I will be honest and be like, it definitely kind of, you know, is unfortunate if it's like you like literally live like in close proximity and then someone has a baby where it's just like, okay, now you're kind of by proxy, you know, might catch some of those, you know, the cries and stuff. It's an unfortunate thing, but it really just is what it is. You cannot control a freaking baby. Maybe, I mean, it sounds like there's some music and some dogs like
that might contribute to the baby crying. So maybe that's something you should work on if you don't want the baby to be crying.
Literally.
And also there's a comment, Loverly1 says, so it's okay for you to make noise that you find acceptable, but require the neighbors to stop noises you don't? Come on, you're the a-hole.
Facts.
I mean, that sums it up. My boyfriend refuses to remove his dirty anime posters. Ooh. But what I found in his car is even more concerning. My boyfriend is into anime and dirty anime. He has a lot of shirts with anime little watermelons and other memorabilia and stuff. Personally, I've never understood the appeal, but I'm not going to yuck his yum. Whatever rustles his jimmies is his business. He used to have a very scandalous poster on his wall of a character tied up and all drippy. I took it down when we moved in together because I don't want to look at that. Also, when are you going to look at the red flags dripping you in the face? It makes you uncomfortable, and I think it's weird and perverted. I'd never try to make him change his tastes or feel bad about it. I just don't want to look at it every single day. His shirts, stickers, etc., he can have his own personal space, but I don't want it in mine. Yesterday, we were going to go somewhere in his car. He comes out of the house with a dangly pendant to put in his rearview mirror. It's of a character with her hands tied above her head, tape on her watermelon points, spread eagle with a dripping conch shell. As soon as I saw it, I was grossed out. But when he put it up in his mirror, I was flabbergasted. I didn't want to tell him to take it down because it's his car and stuff, but it was just swinging a foot from my face the entire car ride.
Sam, you know we talk about a lot of really hard situations on this podcast.
Oh, baby, the hardest.
And you know, Sam, that's not the only thing that we need hard in this world.
Fellas, if you're trying to play a little game of hide the zucchini and you want that zucchini to be nice, firm, and strong, I think you're going to want to hear about our next sponsor.
We are working with Blue Chew, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Chew tablets. It is the best option to get your wiener stiff.
And you might be like, oh, I don't need it. But hey, you never know until you try. You could already be Arnold Schwarzenegger, but what if you were Superman? What if you were Tom Brady throwing spirals every freaking day in the bedroom?
That's right, guys. Blue Chew wants you to have better sex.
And I do too, personally.
We want your dongs rock hard. Discover all your options at bluechew.com. Just chew it and do it, baby.
And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code OKOP at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. I'm saying like free, like actually free. That's bluechew.com. Promo code OKOP to receive your first month free.
Come on.
Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And I just want to thank Blue Chew one more time for sponsoring this podcast and making the hard things hard and our life easy.
Oh, yes. Back to the episode.
If that was going to be every car ride with him, I wasn't going to want to drive with him at all. So when he could tell it bothered me and asked if I wanted him to take it down, I said, yes, please, God, please take it down. That it was weird and it made me uncomfortable to look at. He was quiet and upset the rest of the day. I don't know if it was my place to make him take it down. I don't want to be the controlling girlfriend type. I just couldn't stand looking at it. Am I the a-hole? Everyone, please
Yes.
tell OP if she's the a-hole or not.
Please.
But John, what do you think?
It's just too much, bro. You gotta you gotta tone it down just a little bit, bro.
I don't think it's a weird thing for you to ask him to take some of this stuff down, especially if you're like spending all the time there or you're in his car. What if you move in? Is he gonna have these giant shrines to these anime girls all over your house? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Please.
My girlfriend walked out of dinner because she found out my parents are gay and told me that I'm the a-hole. Am I?
I'm actually really offended because
I didn't tell you their sexual orientation. How am I supposed to be matchmaker for your parents if you don't tell me what kind of thing they like to, suck on? I'm 25 male. I have two parents, my birth dad, John, who's 48 male, and my other dad, Dwayne, who's 45 female. Or oops.
Damn it, Sam!
And my other dad, Dwayne, who's 45 male. I call my birth dad, John, Dad, and I call my other dad, Dwayne, Pops. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
I love that. My birth dad, John, was married to my mom for a few years. Then she left my dad, and yeah, they ended up divorcing, and now she's somewhere in California. I don't know where or what she's doing. Haven't talked to her in ages. So Dad and Pops, I'm super close with. They are the best parents any child could ask for. I love both of them, and they've always been with me. My dad introduced me to Pops when I was a little boy, and they told me that they were in a relationship. And I was all for it because I had seen my dad become lonely sad when he was single. And so the fact that my dad loves someone and has a life partner made me super happy.
Let's go.
Pops and Dad got married, and we've been living an amazing life. I'm probably more close to Pops than my own dad due to the fact that Pops is really cool and he's laid back. I love both of them equally, and they love me too. What the heck? This is too nice. This isn't a Reddit story.
Too cute.
For a few months, I've been dating this girl, Bella, who's my age. I thought she's pretty cute and liked her. So we kicked it, and recently she told me my parents want to meet your parents and want to come over for dinner. I said, sure, I'll tell my family. So yesterday, Friday night, Bella comes in. Pops greets her and says, come on in, sweetheart. Dinner is ready. She says, you must be blank Dad. So good to meet you. And she shakes his hand, and she sees Dad come out of the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
He's holding the mac and cheese tray with mittens and is putting it on the table. Then Bella says, who the fuck is this guy? No. Then Bella says, who's he? I said, oh, that's my dad. She said, I thought he's your dad.
I do love the like, oh, is this?
She's referring to Pops. I said, yeah, that's my Pops. And that's my dad. She pulls me aside and said, I didn't know your parents are gay. Oh my God. Why didn't you tell me? I generally didn't know why that it would be an issue or anything because you're dating me, not my parents and all. So it shouldn't matter. But I guess it's a concern for her. Her parents come at the door after they parked and Bella tells her parents, let's leave. And they left.
Oh my God.
Okay. Or there's a little bit more to the story, but like I could totally see like, dude, why didn't you tell me? Like I had no idea.
I get like a heads up just to know. But
Just
like
to know.
I'd be like, oh, I don't
well,
know.
like honestly, like more like, what are your parents' names?
Just to know about them.
Like I
Yeah.
would have, I kind of would have
As
known.
people?
Yeah, just as people. And the fact that I guess this girl didn't know anything about the parents
Yeah.
is a little odd.
Which at first is like, okay, you can kind of
It's a
understand
little
that.
jarring.
But
It's
then
like-
she's running to catch
Away?
her parents at the door and she's like, yo, let's dip.
It's a little, I think it's totally okay to be like a little like, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like you should have told me.
Yeah.
Like in the same way that you should have told me that your parents were named like Lucy and Jim
Yeah.
or whatever, right?
And they were hot, beefy
Hot
pancakes.
yeah. A little bit weird. Anyway, I told my parents I'm sorry, and they said, son, don't worry, this is nothing new. And then we all sat down and enjoyed dinner and went to sleep. So am I the a-hole for not telling? I want to know what everyone else thinks. Put it in the comments right now. Immediately. Do it freaking right now. If you're not typing your little sweet little high hands on that keyboard, I'm going to give you a spanking that you know you've wanted.
Oh, dear.
But John, while they're doing that, let me know what you think.
He should have just mentioned it just in terms of like the general like, oh hey, like usually if it's like, oh, like what do you, like tell me about your, like what do they do?
Yeah,
like
tell
what-
me about your
you know,
parents.
just to tell me about your parents
Yeah,
vibe.
like where are they? Like I
and
knew
the story.
that. Yeah,
Like oh, I don't really talk to my mom much. You know, I feel like once you
or
reach
like my mom's from Australia, my dad's from America.
Exactly,
Like there's just like general trivia about the parents
like
that you
my
should
dad
know.
f***s butts. Like it's just
This
part of the
knowledge
conversation.
that you should have. Literally, when Ariana and I were going to meet my parents, I'm like, hey, just so you know, my mom is fucking my dad. Just so you know.
Critical information, bro.
Critical.
But other than that, it's like that was honestly not like that huge of a slip up on
It's
his
not
part.
that huge. I mean,
and then her
he is
reaction
right that he doesn't like you're
need to, like,
dating
just-
him.
Yeah.
But the big like a-hole move was her part
Leaving.
for leaving.
Are you kidding?
What?
Disgusting.
Disgusting. But honestly, hey, self-filter.
There we go.
You don't want her.
You
don't
deserve
need her.
a better OP and your
You deserve
dad's.
better.
That's right.
Also, they sound like an amazing family.
Literally,
I
what a
love it.
fairy tale.
I love it. I love
Adorable.
it. Adorable.
Misogynist says I'll never be able to have kids. Fine. Here's how I'm going to get my revenge.
The misogynist.
Ooh, yes. So, my female 35, sister, female 27, started dating one of those brutally honest guys a few months ago.
Otherwise known as an asshole.
Correct. He can be quite rude and make backhanded comments about me and the family sometimes, which is bothersome. But my sister says he's not malicious, but he's just brutally honest, and we should just get used to it.
He's just trying to speak his mind.
He's just expressing himself, bro.
He's so alpha.
Yeah. I visited my parents' house to celebrate my sister's birthday, and my husband couldn't come with me because he was busy. After the party, we all sat down for dinner, and my sister's boyfriend said it was weird that my husband and I don't have kids despite being married for 6 years now.
That is such an out-of-pocket statement.
Why? Why would it?
Kind of weird how you are barren. I thought a woman's purpose was to have children, and I see that you are without, so you have no purpose.
I was shocked that he brought this up, but I gave a short answer stating that it's because of infertility issues. He asked on which side. Insane.
Why are you trying to get more info on this? He's like, yeah, who should I blame for this?
Yeah. And I didn't want to answer, but my sister said it's on my side. Also way out of line.
Yeah.
My God. Like from
I guess
your own
they're meant
sister.
for each other.
I got uncomfortable as he looked at me for a second and said that maybe not having kids now is a good thing because he thought that women over over 30 might produce defective babies due to age.
Bro,
What is wrong with you?
I think you were a defective baby, good sir.
Literally, like, what
My
age was your mother?
goodness. Like, you don't go saying like that
Defective babies,
at a
bro?
freaking dinner party. What an asshole.
Insane. I told him it was none of his business, but he said that he's just giving his honest opinion.
Your honest opinion fucking sucks.
He's just expressing himself. I, in return, told him while maintaining eye contact, trust me, if I wanted an asshole's opinion, I would have farted. Literally everyone at the table burst into laughter, and my sister and boyfriend were stunned.
Shame.
Shame. A few seconds later, her boyfriend excused himself out, and my sister followed, then sent me a text afterwards saying that they left, saying I was mean, disrespectful towards her boyfriend, and insulted him maliciously just because he stated his opinion.
Yo, his opinion sucks.
She also said that I ruined her birthday by being petty and making her boyfriend the joke of the night in front of the family. I didn't respond, but she demanded an apology via mail, some reason, as soon as possible.
Why be a male? It's so weird.
What is this? Apology pigeon. Dear sister, I am so woefully sorry. Okay. All
And
right.
the reason I say that is, although he was an asshole, I think he was like somewhat unintentionally maybe an asshole. He's
Okay,
like asking
okay.
like kind of asshole questions, but I don't think he was like, he wasn't intent. I don't know if he was being intentional by like making OP feel uncomfortable. And then OP went and just was like this dude and insulted him directly. I think he deserves it. The nicest thing that OP could do, like maybe tell the guy, hey, really uncomfortable with these questions. Can you just like not ask those?
Yeah.
And then if he crosses the lines, like then maybe bring out another
Yeah,
zinger.
like you could also like pull him aside and be like, why are you asking me these? These like
These are really
hurt.
personal questions, and these
Yeah.
hurt me.
For real.
Yeah, I don't know, but hey, zinger worked pretty well too. So
That's right.
but what do you think? Put it in the comments.